Shit, I thought I did. My bad.
These two squads seem pumped and ready to go. Hey, everybody, it's James Cebulski back for EA Sports. I'm looking forward to this one. We are just seconds away now from puck drop. The Icebreakers are going to start with the puck after taking the opening draw. And he lowers the boom there. Here he is, shot right in front. Makes the save again.
Laban's last save was outstanding. He knew exactly where that puck was going to go. That's anticipation at its finest, to be able to get to the right spot, know where that puck is coming from, and make a high-grade A save.
Late goings of this period. The game is still scoreless. Celebrini's got it, and they'll go on the attack here in the offensive zone. He scores!
Good fucking shit. Let's go.
Well, the goaltender, he gets a big piece of this shot here, James. He's got to make this save. Unfortunately, it trickles in. He's not going to like it. He'll want that one back.
The Icebreakers finally get the game's first goal here in the late goings of this frame. What are they doing right here, Cheryl?
Well, I think they're being aggressive, James. I mean, they've got that attack mentality. They're not sitting back, and now that they put one in, it's about staying the course. They'll need to get to this intermission and talk about continuing to push.
And look at that penalty coming up.
Well, he makes a great play, and he's in all alone on the breakaway, and then he gets tripped up, James. This is definitely a penalty shot.
Martinez is ready to go at center. Fires it. Scores! The penalty shot is converted into success. And with that pounder, we're all tied up.
We're all tied up, and I imagine the adrenaline is flowing. I mean, he draws the penalty, then he's all amped up to get the penalty shot, and he gets the equalizer. What a shift.
The Icebreakers take possession after that neutral zone face-off. Feeds it across. What a stop with the kick save.
A timely save is everything to your team, and this goaltender, he bails his team out.
Big save in front.
A player should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
Moves into the slot. Scores! Buries it to rest. San Jose's got a 1-goal lead after that strike here in the first.
Well, it's all about quick strike, and now they've got the go-ahead, so they know that they can be confident with the puck, but they certainly can't sit back and protect it.
Caps won it. And that's off a stick. There's the collision. And he takes the feed. Shuts him down.
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react. You turn the brain off, and you just allow your eyes and your body to do the work for you, and he does exactly that with a reactionary save.
Lays into the body. Sends one up to Martinez. In alone. What a save! That's how you do it!
That's a great save by the goaltender. Really quick, James. Anticipates quick movements to be able to prevent that deep from going in. Wagner's found his rhythm here as we look at that last save. I mean, he has to be so on the mark right now, to position to be able to make it. His read is perfect. He's tracking well. I mean, you have to be quick and athletic to make that one.
And momentum on their side as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Martinez looks around. Oh, another stop.
What a sequence. I mean, he has been outstanding, making consecutive saves. I mean, his defense, they got to start playing.
Here they come on the rush. Beats the puck over. Sends it in front. And that's stopped. The Icebreakers scoop it up along the boards. Can't keep a hold of it. Looks to pass it to Martinez. Moves by the check. Fantastic stick save by Wagner.
I love this save, James. I mean, the goaltender is so aggressive on this play. Doesn't give the shooter any time to get rid of it.
The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck in the open ice. And that pass is redirected. Tosses it to Lacey. They've got numbers here. Sends it over. Lee stick handling in his own zone. Drives to the sweet spot. Decides to think about it. Things starting to get a little physical out there. Game. It's a breakaway as he shakes the defender. Wagner's opted to hang on to the puck for a face-off.
A bit of a track meet out here right now, James. I mean, highly entertaining. Not a ton of defense as both teams are trading scoring chances.
San Jose's put a lot of pucks on net, and they continue to lead late in the first. Celebrini's won the draw deep in the defensive zone. From the open ice, they gain the line. Moves around along the half wall. And that's broken up with a stick in front. He might have a step here. He's in all alone. Scores!
We got this. We got this. These guys ain't even that good.
Here in the late going to the frame. San Jose's really controlled the pace of play these last few minutes, leading by 2. Moves it to Lee. Look out, here they come on the attack. Sends the puck across. Picked up by Lehman. Into the offensive zone. Picked up along the wall by Lee. Quick feed to Celebrini. The Touchfieldies have it from their own end. Oh, and a great hits-up play to force the turnover by Lee. San Jose's got the puck along the wall. Oh, denies them with the paddle save.
Fuck, my bad, man. I should have had that.
I'll tell you what, James, that ain't incidental contact. That was intentional.
Getting some good fucking plays going. We got it. Yep.
And separate the player from puck.
Centers are set. Face-off ready to resume play. Off the draw, and a nice job locking up his opponent. Pass it up ahead.
First pass leads to the offense. That's a great one.
Here's a chance. Sends it in front. And that's blocked in front. Quick pass across to Lacey. Here's a chance in front. Great defensive play to pick off the pass. Goes right to the crease. Oh, he'll feel that one. Trying to shake the defender.
All good, all good.
What happened there?
Well, yeah, it looks like he was going left, then he was going right, but his inability to convert because he ran out of room.
Takes the pass from the left wing. Here's the pass. Drills him. Pushes it across. He's got a step on a breakaway. Denies the deep. Wow.
Well, it was a great effort by the shooter here on the breakaway, James, trying to outweight the goalie. I thought that he had a little more time. He could have waited, paused, and tried to elevate that puck, but the goalie had to make...
And he grabs the loose puck, and he's in all alone.
Oh, wow, CP almost had that. Crazy.
I don't know how he made that save, James. That was all but in the net.
Man, this has been an intense game. Holy crap.
Heat level to make that one. Well, there is a pulse. There is a beat to this game right now, and it is fast, James. Both teams trading chances at either end. I mean, this is a track meet right now.
Here in the late goings of the period, San Jose's got a 3-1 lead as they have dominated for the most part in this. Quick pass to Martinez. All alone.
It was a good run. It was a good run.
Anytime you get a hat trick, it's a special moment for a player, an athlete here, James.
We tried, man. We had a good start.
All those caps flying on the ice. It's a pretty special one. Tell you what, James, this would not have been my move on a breakaway. Mind you, I never would be on a breakaway, but this is a beauty. In with speed, outweighs the goaltender to move it to the back.
That's what's up. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the magic of one goal and the impact it can have, James. You go from a situation where you think you're out of it, and now all of a sudden you believe you're back in it. Complete change of the dynamic.
I'm just gonna lay it out right there.
Right from a young age, you're working on small space games, and this is telltale reason why. Look at him in the low slot area here, just maneuvering, shifting his way to the backhand, and he buries it.
The Icebreakers win possession here in the open ice. And that one's picked off in the neutral zone. Moves it on over to Martinez. Takes it into the slot. Scores just before the period closes.
Look at that ball, fuck.
Absolutely huge.
The last few minutes of a period are essential, and they go to the dressing room with needed momentum. Love the spatial awareness on this shot. He knew he didn't have much time. He gets it off in the inner slot, and he scores.
San Jose's going to want to take this lead into the first intermission. They have really looked sharp tonight. The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck off the draw. Here's a short pass to Celebrini. There's another hit, and you get a sense that this was a game plan to go after him tonight here, Cheryl.
Well, he certainly has a bullseye or target on his back, James.
And that'll do it from ringside here.
Good game, good game. We tried.
He's simply dominant tonight here, Cheryl.
Yeah, James, I felt like they were in the driver's seat all game long. I mean, they put multiple pucks on net. Just look at the shot clock there. Really had a comfortable lead. Never felt like the game was in jeopardy from their perspective.
What a great night for some puck. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to EA Sports. I'm James Cebulski. So glad you could join us. Let's go. The moment of truth has arrived. It's time to drop the puck. The Nighthawks start with possession as we are now underway. Shakes off the coverage. Scores!
In today's game, so many goaltenders are butterfly goalies, and he is no different as he drops into the butterfly, looking to get his arms up quick enough, but he can't. The shooter just whistles one up high.
They score! And that's back-to-back goals!
Well, nothing like switching momentum and putting your opponent on their heels than getting two in a row, back-to-back. Here they come.
The Nighthawks are now up by 2, and they have really looked like the dominant team that we expected them to be here in this opening frame.
Yeah, they dictated pace right from puck drop, and they've held possession, and it's the reason why they have a majority of shots on goal, and they've been rewarded for their efforts, James.
Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Money's got it behind the net. With possession along the wall. The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck along the boards. Feeds it up ahead. Oh, and they can't keep the puck in the zone. They'll be forced to tag up. The Icebreakers will play it from the defensive zone. And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. Trying to shake loose. He's in! Oh, another through the chaos. They score!
Chaos, it sure is, but this is going to get waved off. Look at all the bodies in front. This is definitely goaltender interference.
Well, they obviously didn't like the call, but not a lot of time to dwell on it as we are ready to get play back underway. Celebrini's won the draw here in the open ice. Skates across the blue line. The Icebreakers gain control of the puck against the wall. And he coughs it up with the pass. Shot! Oh, fantastic save by Wagner. Money's got it near the point. Here he is in close. And he comes up with the stop there. Here in the later stages of this period, the Nighthawks now lead by 2. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Moves inside, and he goes back to regroup. Right in front with the shot, and a great scene.
He's going to win the foot race to the net here, but he's got to have the courage to do it as well. He fights for the space to get the shot off. That's a high-danger scoring chance, just doesn't connect.
Jackson's got it in the defensive zone. And he sidesteps the check there. The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck in their own end. The Nighthawks get a hold of it. Here's an odd man rush. Quick snap. And a huge stop by the goaltender at point-blank range. Oh, the sauce on that pass. The Icebreakers move the puck in the defensive zone. The Nighthawks gain possession. Taken along the wall by Money. Loses the coverage there. Cutting to the front of the net. And he elects to explore his options. Directs it on over to Celebrini. Takes a shot. Raymond's going to hang on for a whistle.
Wagner's made an incredible save there. Not sure how he kept that out of the net. Just really athletic. I mean, you have to be acrobatic to be able to get to the top of your crease like that. But he read it perfectly to be able to make the save and keep it at bay.
Puck hops out of the offensive zone. They'll be forced to do it over from center. Takes the feed at center and moves up ahead. Here's a pass in front. And it caroms off a twig in front of the net. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. The Nighthawks have been the better team so far in this first period. They've had multiple scoring opportunities and as a result have the lead. The Icebreakers will play it in their own end. And that pass goes off a stick. Moving into the attacking zone. And that's poked away. Through the middle. He's got a step. Great save on the breakaway. Wow.
Well, goaltenders are so good at giving and then taking away. And that's
Got
exactly
robbed.
what he does right here, James. I think he's giving it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's so much easier when you're running in the game and your opponent
We
is
getting
chasing, and
wolves.
that's exactly
We
what's
got this,
happening
boys.
right
We
now.
got this.
The Nighthawks have capitalized on their scoring opportunities and lead comfortably here.
Come back time, boys. Let's get it.
Celebrini's won the draw. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Grabs the puck. The Nighthawks gain control of the puck. Oh, and he makes another save. We got a penalty coming up here on the play, and we're going to get a penalty coming up here.
He's ahead of the pack here, off to the races, and he gets taken down from behind, and that's going to be a penalty shot, tripping all day long.
And here he comes from center. Big save and
Suck! I suck!
Getting into the later stages of this period, the Nighthawks just recently
We just can't get anything going right now. Oh my lord.
Puck is dropped and we are back underway. And nearing the final 60 seconds of this opening stanza.
Oh my.
What a shot! That's just adding
That's one for the Eagle right there.
James, a top cheddar shot that just sends the water bottle a sail.
Oh, this one's like fucking throwaway game.
This game here in the first period, more shots, more goals. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. Good hit on the play. Saucer feed. Takes the feed.
Little something. Little something. They ain't gonna get a motherfucking shutout on us, boys. Nuh-uh.
You certainly feel good about yourself, but from a collective group and the units that are going out there, they're going to have to find a way to generate offense. And hey, they're going to take some risks out here because they got to get a few.
The Icebreakers take it across the line. Great heads-up play with the stick by Money. And he slides it quickly to Celebrini. At center ice now. He grabs the puck. Here's a chance. And that goes off a stick. Levels him with the hit. Inside the offensive end now down the left. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play.
So with that hit, you can certainly sense that the frustration has boiled over. James is at a tipping point. They're getting blown out in this game. But honestly, it's their problem. It's their issue because they weren't ready to start. They did not start on time, and there was none of that physical presence earlier in the game.
Puts it on net. Wow, she may have just prevented a goal.
Well, that's a huge block, taking away a grade A scoring chance, but you have to have courage and a willingness to get in front of it.
Poked away by Money. Final horn sounds, bringing this one to a close. Well, how do you sum up that win tonight? That was impressive.
It was impressive, man. I really felt like they owned the puck. And when you have that puck on your stick, you make good decisions with it. It winds up on net. And just look at the shot clock, and you can tell that
Oh, the energy, the tension, the excitement, the electricity. Let's get ready. Buckle up, everybody. It should be a fun one tonight on the ice for EA Sports. Centers both set to dig on in, and we are about ready to go. The Icebreakers take possession here on the opening draw, and we are underway. Texas has possession of the puck. The Icebreakers gain possession of the puck here in the offensive end. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Comes up with the stop. Texas gets the puck near the boards. Angles it over to Rumpel. Good use of the body to knock them off the puck. To the front! Oh, and he steps up with the glove to stop that one. Tries to get it to Celebrini. Intercepts it at center. Oh, that's poked away. Wow!
I love this play, James. It shows confidence. And he gets out the top of his crease and he
with the goaltender! Oh, fantastic save there!
And when he got in on his own, James, I thought it was over. No question, thought it was going to be the back of the net, but the goaltender makes a fantastic save. Key rules of the game of hockey, one of them is you have to be aware of your surroundings and have your head on a swivel. He isn't, and he takes a huge hit.
Just here in the late stages of this frame, still looking for our first goal. The Icebreakers win it.
The pressure's on the defensive side of the puck, but they win it clean, and they have an opportunity right away with the tired group that they're playing against.
Takes a hit on the play. Here we go, on-man rush.
That's what's up, baby. Yeah. That's the fucking magic right there, brother. Let's go. What a fucking pass, man. Holy shit.
On his horse and get in on the breakaway, James, and that momentum, it carries right through on his shot, and he puts it home.
And they win that neutral zone draw. And some textbook body contact there. Loose puck, and he's in on the low. He's got a little jump. Oh, what a save!
Goalie's on it, man. Goalie's fucking on it.
Both centers ready to take the draw here coming up. Celebrini's won the draw here in their own zone. He might have a step here. Slides it across.
Oh my goodness, brother, that's what's up!
The Icebreakers extend the lead to 2-0 here, and we're still only in period number 1.
Well, they've really dictated pace in this one. They've owned the puck, and in the offensive zone, they're putting pucks to the net at will, and they're just dominating in terms of their shot selection.
Big time stop there.
Lehman's movements are outstanding. I mean, he gets to position so quick. He's athletic. And
Oh, what a fucking sequence, man.
Scoops up the puck here.
Oh, that was good, that was good.
Got some bodies here on the attack. And he catches that one with the glove. Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. Oh, and he's...
What? I think that was me, my bad. I'm sorry.
This is a penalty shot all day long. He was free and clear and was about to get the shot off and got tripped from behind.
Fuck, my bad, man. That barely even hit him, bro.
Goaltender takes a deep breath, and here we go. Takes a shot. Scores!
Well, you can see his bench standing up, cheering him on here as he's on the penalty shot, James. And this could be nerve-wracking. Got a lot of time to think, but he shows a ton of confidence. He embraces the pressure as if it's a privilege, and he buries it.
Jordan's won the draw at center. Oh, look at this. Good stop by Wagner. The Icebreakers have it now. Trying to shake the defender. And he opts to wait for more support. The Phantoms gain possession in their own end. The Icebreakers take possession in the neutral zone. Right in the open ice, that one's picked off. And down he goes as the puck goes free. Sends it ahead to Money. Oh, and he tracks it perfectly in the offensive end.
What? Ain't no way.
Incredible. 2 goals, 30 seconds apart.
And in a flash, we are all tied up.
That shows you how quickly the game can change.
That was actually
You never
cooked.
give up because you never know what's going to happen.
Game on.
Well, this is an unlucky bounce. As a defender, you're in the middle of the ice trying to clear out.
The Phantoms have leveled the playing field in the late goings of period number 1.
Yeah, no time like the present, right, James? To have some
Totally.
urgency heading into the intermission, and you can take that to the bank, right? I mean, finding ways to get the equalizer here. Now you get a little bit of a rest, and you got to come out firing on all cylinders to start the second.
The Icebreakers scoop it up along the boards. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Good defensive effort to poke it away. Great save from in tight.
Does a great job with some great pushes to get to the top of his crease and make the save from a high-danger area.
Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. Texas gains a hold.
Oh, is that not a penalty right there? What the fuck?
Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Takes control of the puck. Scores! And we take a drive to...
That's okay. That's okay.
They take the lead.
Well, the lead is in their hands, and now it's about building off of that. Good shift management, dictating pace, controlling the offensive zone. Everything now, it's on the line.
Here in the late goings of the period, Texas is trying to build on that 1-goal lead. Takes the feed in the middle of the ice. And he had the answer on that one.
Almost had that bounce.
Here they come on the attack. And he loses control of the puck. Oh, what a move! Gets in front of it for the block. Texas plays it at the line. Denies him. He got all of it. Looking to make something happen along the boards. My word, they've really got them hemmed in here in their own zone. Takes the pass. To his teammate. What a save by the teammate.
Nice try, nice try. We got it, we got it.
A ton of confidence, not sitting back in his neck, challenges and make the save.
Puck possession so critical in today's game, and the official ready to drop the puck right here. Celebrini's won the face-off here in the offensive zone. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Oh, what a stop with the paddle.
Whether you're a player or goaltender, so much of the training is about reaction, and you can certainly tell that.
Stoppage in play, and look at this, a penalty shot. Celebrini's got the puck at center, and it's time to go. Here's a shot.
That's what's up, baby. Yeah. Yeah.
We are tied.
Well, he draws the penalty shot, right? Because he doesn't allow the play to die, James. Keeps his feet moving, and now he keeps his feet moving on the other side, and he executes with some sick skill.
Quick feed to Jordan. Avoids the poke check. Shot! Blocked, and he may have just stopped a goal.
I think he did.
Trying to shake loose. Stones him on the breakaway. Quick pass to Rumpel. Here's a shot, and he comes up with the save. Oh, he got hit by a freight train there. What a collision. Comes up with a big-time glove save. He scores!
This fucking dude and his fucking snipes.
Buzzing along the ice this entire night, hasn't he, James? And man, do the fans appreciate him.
Texas has to be feeling good about their...
What just happened? What the hell? What the fuck? I have no idea what just happened there. What the hell? Oh my goodness. I can't believe that. He totally could have made a comeback. I don't know what the fuck happened right there. That low-key pisses me off.
Here we go. This should be a fun one on the ice tonight. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to EA Sports. I'm James Cybulski. Let's drop the puck. Great energy both inside and outside the arena tonight as we are just moments away now from puck drop. The Icebreakers start things off on the right note by winning the opening draw. There's the whistle icing the call. In the final moments of this period, we're still scoreless. The Nighthawks win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it.
The coach and team reminding each other that this is a critical face-off. Anytime you've got your opponent on their heels after an icing, you have to find a way to have urgency in attack.
The Nighthawks have the puck in the corner. Back to the blue line. He got all of that one. Puck is frozen, and we'll get a
I don't know how I didn't get a penalty there, but I'll take it.
Oh, that's an absolutely massive hit, James. These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
And they take possession off the draw here in their own end. Dished on over to Skelly. The Icebreakers take it along the wall. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. Oh, and he reaches out with the glove save. Wow!
Well, this is such a quick shot that comes from the slot that you have to have good reflexes to be able to make that glove save.
Dillon's lugging the puck. Into the offensive end now. Sends the feed in front. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. The Nighthawks take it from the side. And that's intercepted by Darlene. Play whistle dead, offside the call. Puck possession so critical. Another face-off coming up here. The Icebreakers win the face-off at center. Here's a short pass to Celebrini. Puts it on net. That's off a stick. He's got a little jump. Oh, it just kind of muffles that one.
Well, he muffles it because he's in tight, and when you're in tight, you run out of room, and you run out of option as well. You got to find a way to get the puck to the net.
McMuffin's got the puck in his own zone. Here they come on the attack. And it fakes off a stick in traffic. Late goings of this period. Still scoreless in this one. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Gains the zone from the right. Key to the middle. And that's deflected off someone in front. Works it across. He might have a step here.
I think you're going to need a diaper change.
Oh, fantastic ball.
He's in on a breakaway, and some guys know exactly what they want to do, and some guys take what's given, but what a shot that is. He had no chance.
The Icebreakers finally break through here in period number 1.
It's so important to drop one. It gives you confidence to recognize, hey, we can score on this goaltender, and you take that energy and you head to the dressing room for intermission. You get some much-needed rest, and you got to come out flying in the second.
Skelly's got the puck. Rocks him. Thunderous collision on the play.
Well, and you got it.
Oh, look at this. Breakaway. Oh, absolutely clutch at the stop.
Oh, you got to love this stuff, James. The game within the game, and this is a one-on-one battle, and this goaltender, he knows exactly where he's at, and he wins it.
Sends the pass in front. Off the stick, and they can't complete the play. And makes the save.
Wagner's made a great save on that last play, taking away a high-danger chance because of his ability to anticipate and know where the shooter's coming from.
A huge offensive zone face-off here. They're going to try to maintain all that momentum that they had just moments ago.
When it all starts with the face-off, they need to get a win here, and they have to look to attack right away, James. The goaltender's fatigued. I mean, he's been standing on his head, but he can't continue to do it the whole time. They're going to find a way to put it by him.
There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on. Here in the late going of the frame, the Icebreakers have taken a 1-0 lead. And they'll start with possession. And that won't go as it hits one of his own teammates in front.
I think you're going to need a diaper change, Randy.
What a shot!
They're striking quickly. 2 goals in 50 seconds, James.
Cheryl, you stress consistently, keep your feet moving on the ice, and that pays off.
Well, they got the pedal to the metal right now. They're like a freight train.
Officials getting ready to drop the puck to get play back underway. Moves it quickly over to Skelly. And the puck leaves the offensive zone. They'll be forced to tag up. Taken by Skelly. They've got some momentum here. Glove side save.
I don't think we talk often enough about the skill of...
All alone! Scores! What a finish!
2 parts to this. I mean, he's on a breakaway, so he had to get to the right spot, break away from the pack, and then he's got to finish here, James. I just love the confidence. He was very decisive in his move to be able to put this by the goaltender. I love his awareness on this breakaway. His head is up the entire way, and he's reading exactly what the goaltender is giving him. He sees some daylight, quick release shot, and he buries it.
Tremendous stuff by Wagner!
Well, he makes an incredible save on a point-blank shot here, James. I love the way he's aggressive, he's competitive, and he wins the battle.
We've got icing on the play. Face-off coming up. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. And he gets all of that one as it was teed up with the slapper, but he turns it aside.
Celebrini has been so dangerous tonight. He's got 2 in the game. You know he's looking for the hattie.
Blocked, although that might be a save.
Well, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in time, and he's able to take it away.
The Icebreakers moving in. Gives him a jolt with that hit. Solid check to slow him down. Getting a little too physical to maintain possession. And forces a huge turnover here with the steal. Sends it out front. And he denies that great opportunity there.
One of the most difficult things things to do in hockey is manage the pulse of the game. And when you're trailing, you got to find ways to get back in it, to fuel, to ignite yourself, to push and dictate pace. Well, that hit right there is sending a very clear message that they're still in it.
Here in the late going to the frame. The Nighthawks make their way back into the face-off circle, still in search of another goal. Puck grab by Dillon. The Nighthawks cross the line and gain the zone.
Wow.
Scores!
Just a minute between those two goals.
Incredible. Look at this. We've got a brand new game now.
Comfortable lead. It goes by the wayside. Giddy up. Sometimes when you're down and out in a game, it's all about that next shift. You take it one at a time, you chip away at the lead, and you find yourself at...
The Nighthawks answer back in timely fashion here, Cheryl.
Yeah, they give up a goal early in the opening frame, not the way they would have wanted to start it, but if they can get out of this period and the score is tied, it is a win. Because when you're looking at the barrel of a team that was all over you, you'll take it heading into the intermission.
Takes a shot! Right on the doorstep. Shakes the defender. He's on a breakaway. He scores! That's how you finish the breakaway.
Well, he breaks away from the pack with his speed, James, and makes no mistake. Very decisive and puts it in the back of the net. There's always the question why before a goal is scored, so let's go back and just have a look at the way they defended in their own zone here. Yes, they gave up a high-danger opportunity, but in transition, they were able to capitalize when they got going north, and they were able to get a good chance on net.
The Icebreakers have gone up by 1 here in the opening frame. How does this now change the complexion of this one?
Well, I think it's really important because they got momentum right now, more jump to their step, and now they'll want to try and stay aggressive and increase that lead, take the momentum, and use it to their advantage.
Big time hit. Slides it up to Dillon. Breakaway. Oh, he scores! Oh, wow, what a play!
Well, he uses his speed to break away from his opponent and reads exactly what the goaltender is giving him to be able to convert. What a beautiful play. Now, he continues on a breakaway, and he doesn't miss, James, but it all comes from the key of maintaining his speed when he retrieves that puck. He gets on his horse, he gets going north, and no one's going to stop him.
The Nighthawks needed that one, and perfect timing here late in the first.
There's something about the beginning and the end of periods, right? There's a sense of urgency around them, and this team found a way in the dying minutes to get the equalizer here, James. They can take that momentum to the dressing room if they can hold on.
And a solid save on the play there. Oh, he needed to make that save with time winding down.
Celebrini in a lot of pain here, James. You can see it in his face as he's hobbling and laboring, trying to get back to the bench. Anytime you're injured, you want to know exactly where the play is. You don't want to put your team in a vulnerable spot, but you got to get off.
A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. Celebrini's got it. Now they'll look to see what they can do with it offensively. That opportunity's rejected.
Lehman's able to make that save look easy, James. It's because he gets to the top of his crease, he cuts down his angles, and then he can redirect it to safety.
Along the half wall with the puck. The Icebreakers play it near the point. With the blast! And that goes straight over the net.
And I'm not sure he had full control of that puck, James, because it elevated in a hurry.
Dillon's going to play it against the half wall. Handles the puck. Shot from the point. Denies him in front. And now it's grabbed by Skelly. Oh, look at this. Here they come. They've got numbers. And cut that one out of the net. And he missed the net. Will play on. McMuffin's taking it from his own end. Dangle's got it against the boards. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on.
Dillon's finally going to get on the score sheet here after multiple scoring chances, James. Love to see the expected goals after this one. But you could feel it coming, couldn't you? I mean, he's been all around the net. He's had the puck on his stick. He's had all the right habits, found himself in all the right spots. Nice to see him finally connect.
Dupuy's got it in the defensive end. Smart heads up, play to intercept the pass. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. A big face-off here inside the offensive end. Nice job tying up his opponent. Handles the pass. The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck along the boards. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Big hit, and that frees up possession. And we've got an offside with a face-off looming.
You can certainly tell that he's leaving it all out there in overtime here, James. You know, it's about not just sending a message here. You're trying to win this hockey game. You're trying to drive play and doing everything you can to help your team win the game.
The Icebreakers win the faceoff. And now he moves it quickly to Celebrini. Fires it on net. Close, but not close enough. He says, let's get physical on that play. Centering pass in front. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Dangle's got it along the wing. Pokes it away in his own end. Puck scooped up by Skelly. They've got numbers here. Quick shot. The Nighthawks gain control of the puck against the wall. Quick pass over to Dillon. Can't hang on to the biscuit after that. And they're off to the races for the loose puck. The Nighthawks gain possession along the wall. Slides it diagonally to Dillon. Pass back to the point. Here's a chance. Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Wagner.
This is a really nice save, James. I mean, the shooter's in the middle of the ice. He's in the slot area. And he's got to get to the top of the crease, square to the puck to be able to make that save. Great job.
Skates to the crease. Oh, and it goes off the outside of the post. Puck hops onto the bench, and we got a stoppage in play.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one.
A critical draw here. Off the face-off, they take the puck. Skelly's moving the puck through his own zone. Pushes it across to Dupuis. Moves it to Celebrini. Here's a sharp angle shot. And he shut the door on that last play. Game on his stick. Big time save and will play on.
Oh, that's enormous, James. He's doing absolutely everything he can to give his team a chance to win.
And now he passes up to Celebrini. Here they are on the attack. Broken up with the stick in the defensive end. Carries the puck up through center. The Nighthawks take possession in the defensive end. Cutting to the slot. Caught. Simple stop by Wagner. The Nighthawks have it against the wall. Picked up along the boards by Dillon. Dangle's got it in the corner. A chance for the win. And he comes up with a huge save.
Wagner's last save has to give this team some momentum. I mean, that's a point-blank chance that he's able to take away. Just very aggressive and assertive in his crease.
A lot on the line here in this offensive zone faceoff. The Nighthawks take possession here inside the offensive zone. Slides it up front. They've got numbers here. Quick feed to McMuffin. The Icebreakers have it now. Fires it! And that goes off the side of the frame. Slides the puck across to McMuffin. Oh, and a big-time hit on the play.
Well, and it's another hit. I mean, how many times is that now, James? He's going to continue to be a target if his head is down.
Shot! Close, but not close enough. Dangle stick handling in his own zone. Slides the puck to Skelly. And it's a quick pass to Celebrini. Passes it in front. Great defensive heads-up play to pick it off. Moves it to the middle. And that's stopped. The Nighthawks take over on possession. Drives it to the crease. Decides to think about it. Takes the feed at the point. Looking for space along the blue line. Comes up with the stop. Slides the puck to Celebrini. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Here's a shot. Gets down low and blocks it. Steps across the blue line. The Nighthawks looking against the half wall. Cuts into the paint. Puck picked up by Dillon. Avoids the poke check and maintains possession. And they'll be forced to regroup after the puck bounces out of the offensive zone. And we got a delayed penalty coming up here. And a little... Oh, he's taken down. Penalty coming up.
When you're on a breakaway, you have to be able to get the shot off, and he gets taken down from behind. The tripping call is going to lead to a penalty shot.
Like this needed any more drama for a penalty shot in overtime. Play is done. Penalty shot is over. Simply put, can't do that. This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. Celebrini's won the draw inside his own end. Moves the puck along the half wall. Takes a shot. Lehman's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck. A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. And with the centers tied up, he swoops in to take possession. They've got the defense outnumbered. Sends it to the middle. Oh, and they couldn't complete that. Slides by the check. Shakes himself free. And someone's going off here as the ref's hand goes high in the air. Denies him. All hands on deck, and a penalty's coming up on the play.
When you're free and clear on a breakaway, your opponent has no choice but to take you down one way or the other, and they're going to get the tripping call, and a penalty shot's going to ensue.
A chance to win it right here in overtime. Scores and wins it in overtime. It is all over.
The Nighthawks really threw out the notion of it's not how you start, but how you finish out there, Pounder.
Now, you're right there, James. First period offense, second and third period defense. I understand the philosophy, but you got to be careful with this one. Right? You can allow your opponent to get back in the game. You got to find a way to continue to generate offense through 3 periods.
Well, this should be an absolute firecracker of a game tonight. Hi, everybody. I'm James Cebulski. Welcome back to EA Sports. Centers are lined up. Official ready to drop the puck. The Icebreakers win the opening face-off, and we are underway with this one. Looks to set up at the point now. Great read with the stick. And look at that penalty coming up.
When it's just you and the goaltender, you got to get a shot off. And coming in from behind, because there's no time and space, the tripping call leads to the penalty shot.
Here he goes on the penalty shot. Makes the stop under pressure. Getting into the later stages of this period, we've still got zeros on the board. Celebrini's gained possession, and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off again. Oh, had a chance to make a nice move, and the puck disagreed with him.
It almost looked as if he was going to get by the defender, but that extra move took his space away, and it goes the other way.
Slides it across. Good hit to knock the puck loose. The Icebreakers will play it from the defensive zone. Reads the pass perfectly and picks it off. Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Wagner. Tries to feed it over to Celebrini. Loses his check, and he's on a breakaway. From the point, they take control of it. Huge steal in his own end. Takes control of the puck. A little back and forth. Here's a feed in front. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. The Icebreakers gain the zone. Celebrini's got it in the offensive zone. Toronto's got possession of the puck. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. Passes it over. Oh, what a save in front.
Wagner's been outstanding. I mean, he gets to position to be able to make that point-blank save.
Stoppage in play, offside the call.
Wagner's tracking the puck extremely well right now. Just have a look at that last save. To be able to get in front of that puck, to be able to keep it out of the net. Outstanding performance by him on that last one.
Centers glide into the dot as the face-off ready to resume play. And play resumes as the puck is dropped. Toronto's gained possession. Scoops up the puck now. Oh, he got thunderstruck on that hit. The Icebreakers gain control of the puck. And there we go. Icing is the call.
Wow, James, I mean, not everyone can elicit a thunderous hit like that. I mean, he just clobbered his opponent.
Here in the later stages of this period, still no score in this one. Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Right in the low slot. Oh, one of his teammates was right in the shooting lane there. Here's a chance with the stop.
I'd say he has some fast twitch muscle fiber in there, because I'm telling you, he makes that save. I thought that was going in, but he just reacts and keeps it out of the net.
Toronto's got the puck against the boards. Oh, a little wax on, wax off. What a blocker stop by Wagner. Celebrini's won a big draw on their own end. Dumps it in. Toronto's got the puck in their own end. Unable to reach that one. Setting up behind his own net now. Quick pass to Celebrini. Oh, great play to sidestep the poke check. Grabs the puck in the defensive zone. Through pass ahead. It's a contact sport, people. There's proof right there. Drives to the paint. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
Man, is he ever difficult to defend? Hey, James, I mean, so difficult when you're shoving, you're doing everything you possibly can to move and separate him from the puck, but his core strength and his balance is certainly the victor as he takes this one to the net.
Slides it back to the blue line. The Stars have it from the corner. Moves close to the point. And that pass goes off a stick. Scores! It's in the back of the net.
James, the goaltender's going to take a hard shot here. I thought he got square to the shooter, but unfortunately a little bit leaky as this one winds up in the back of the net.
Toronto's coaches wanted a lot of shots on net, and the team has delivered so far, leading late in the first. The Stars gain possession in their own end, trying to shake the defender. What a stop on the breakaway! Can't get a hold of that pass. Shakes off the coverage. It's a breakaway as he shakes the defender. Oh, what a save on the play!
Oh, such an athletic save, James. I mean, that's just all about competing, finding a way to get to the puck.
And he can't hang on after that hit. And nearing the final 60 seconds of this opening stanza. And that slides right out to center ice. Grabbed along the board by Pounder. Right through center and into the offensive zone. Toronto's looking to break out. And he dodges the poke check there. The Icebreakers have it now. Gains the zone along the right wall. Toronto's got the puck. Takes the feed from his own end.
Fast and quick lead pass.
Oh, off the inside of the post.
What a timely save, James. I mean, if that doesn't ignite a fire to his entire team, I don't know what will. He's doing everything to keep his team in this.
Centers are set, face-off ready to resume play. Goalie with a stop. Backhander in front, and he gets that one too. Wow!
On the sequence of saves, I love how strong he is in his set positioning here, James. You can see that he gets...
Scores just before the period closes, Cheryl. Absolutely huge.
The last few minutes of a period are essential, and they go to the dressing room with needed momentum.
Toronto's extended their lead to 2 here in the late stages of this opening frame. What a period.
Yeah, an incredible period. They've had momentum, and they've really held possession in the play. They've worked hard on the puck and to be supportive off the puck, and it's the reason why they've generated opportunities, James. They just need to come out with that same fire in the second.
There it is, the final horn. Great effort in goal, and he gets rewarded with the good. EA Sports bringing you the heat, bringing you the noise, and bringing you what should be a fantastic matchup tonight on the ice. Yeah, you can just feel the buzz in this city all day long, and we are seconds away now from this opening faceoff. The Nighthawks have won the draw, and we are now underway. From his own end, he picks up the puck. Chavez brings it in. Feeds it over. Oh, and there's a big-time hit.
Plus a massive and timely hit there, James. Saw his opponent with the head down, lined up perfectly, and threw it. Just love the physicality and the intensity of this play.
The Nighthawks move the puck in the defensive zone. Oh, just a textbook hit. And there it is, stopped by Wagner. No, sir! Wagner's got the puck, and he's going to hang on. Just here in the late stages of this frame, still looking for our first goal. The Nighthawks win the faceoff. And that puck leaves the zone. There's the whistle. We've got an offside. And we're moments away from getting back underway here with the puck drop. Celebrini's won the draw at center. And the puck clears the zone. They'll be forced to leave as well. Here's a centering pass. And he denies that great opportunity there. The Nighthawks will play it against the boards. Here he is from the slot. Oh, he gets a blocker on it. What a stop by Wagner.
Sometimes when you have no time to think, you make these types of...
He's got a step. Scores! Quick as a hiccup. It's in the back of the net.
Well, you said it. Quick, James, and he is lightning fast, and he separates himself from the pack every single time and generates these opportunities. Great play from start to finish as he executes with some great speed to break away from the pack. And then it's all about the execution. When you're one-on-one with a goaltender, you bring yourself back to your practice days and you use your move.
Quick pass across to Jordan. Takes the puck into the corner of the offensive end. Chavez plays it near the point. Dishes it off. The Icebreakers get a hold of it. The Nighthawks scoop it up along the boards. Jordan's carrying it ahead. Broken up with the stick in the defensive zone. Gains the zone through the middle. And that's blocked from someone in front. The 360 with the puck. The Icebreakers will play it in their own end. Drives to the crease. Stops that one. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. Here in the late goings of the period, the Nighthawks lead it 1-0. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Handles the pass from the right side. Takes a spill onto the ice and loses the puck. Here's an offensive chance. The Nighthawks have the puck now. Trying to shake loose. Oh, that just looked like indecisiveness there, Cheryl.
Yeah, and a lack of confidence as well, James.
Scores! And they run it back with another.
Yeah, back-to-back goals. You can feel the energy, the wave of momentum, and the tides have turned here, James. They need to keep the pedal to the metal.
The Nighthawks have created a lot of scoring chances so far, and they lead it late in this first period. Takes a shot. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one. The Nighthawks have it behind the net. The Icebreakers gain possession. And that's a smart heads-up play by Chavez. Good stand-up hit on the play. To the low slot. Oh, it's denied by Wagner.
And this is a dialed-in goaltender, very aware, knows where the shooter is in that low slot, and makes the save. There's always certain players that know when something needs to happen in a game. Listen, they're trailing in this one, and you have to be aware of how you can ignite your team. Well, that is a huge hit, and you can see just in the response that it elicits from the bench.
Puts the puck on net. Glove save, and just enough of it. Forces the turnover in the defensive zone. He's got a little jump. All alone. Oh, and I think he got confused what he was going to do there.
You can see him looking at the goaltender, whether he's going to shoot or deke, and while he's thinking, he's running out of real estate.
He might have a step here. He's in the clear. Oh, and he missed on the breakaway.
Hard to believe you're one-on-one with the goaltender. This is a product of looking for the...
All alone. He scores! The breakaway finish. That's how you do it.
Well, fantastic read on the goaltender here to be able to bury it on the breakaway, James. Love his pace from start to finish.
In the final moments of this period, the Icebreakers have answered back in these last few minutes, but still need one more to even the score. Here's a shot. Oh, puts it wide.
You're in the slot.
Think you're gonna need a diaper change,
He scores!
You kidding me? 2 goals in 10 seconds?
And as quick as a hiccup, we are all tied here, Pounder.
I'm not sure what's going on right now.
The Icebreakers have leveled the playing field in the late goings of period number 1.
Yeah, no time like the present, right, James? To have some urgency heading into the intermission, and you can take that to the bank, right? I mean, finding ways to get the equalizer here. Now you get a little bit of a rest, and you got to come out firing on all cylinders to start the second.
And he coughs it up with the pass. And that pass attempt is deflected. Pass out front, and he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Jordan swooping in on the attack. Takes the defender. He's on a breakaway. Shuts him down.
What a fantastic save from a high-danger scoring area, James. And, I mean, he's bailing his team out. They have to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice. Well, these are always high-tempo pace games. They are fast because the puck is slinging back and forth right now, trading chances at either end.
And they win the draw on their own end. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack.
You breaking in some new paths here,
There it is, the go-ahead goal.
And how good does that feel? You can see the selling. The energy is certainly there, and now it's about dictating the pace going forward. Next shift, critically important.
The Icebreakers get a hold of the draw. Chavez carries the puck in his own zone. Here's a short pass to Jordan. Takes the pass as he banks it off the wall. Receives the pass. Oh, what a stop there with time winding down. And there's the final horn, bringing this one officially to an end. Well, it wasn't pad the stats night, but I still think the right team won at the end of the night.
Go play Roblox where you belong, little Chuck.
There, right, but they ran into a hot goaltender, so they adjusted, and that adjustment was getting some traffic net front, making sure that they had a stick on the ice for any rebound.